Hi, I'm Brandy Linfanti with Spectrum Automotive Holdings, and today I'm having a conversation with John Lever. He's the Vice President of Sales at Cars Protection Plus.
Hey, Brandy.
Hey, John. Today we're going to talk about vehicle service contract claims and what dealers need to know to help educate their customers when they're filing a claim.
Let's go.
All right. So when a customer buys a vehicle service contract, how important is it for the sales associate to actually walk them through exactly what's covered?
That's the most important step because, again, when you're purchasing something, not understanding what you're buying it leads to a lot of other frustrations down the road. And again, we have contracts that start at the very basic value contract that is, powertrain level coverage. It's priced right. It's affordable for customers. And then we go all the way up to contracts that actually cover, most parts on a vehicle, just like a factory warranty, other than those things that wear and tear or break upon accidents, things like that. So again, understanding what they're buying is a very key component for the customer because it helps them at claim time. When they go to submit a claim, they're going to be knowledgeable about what there's covered, right? If they go in, they have a powertrain level coverage, and they go in and they say, hey, my power window motor is not working. That's not going to be covered, right? Because they got a powertrain level coverage. One of the ways I think dealers and F&I managers should do that is something I did as an F&I manager, is I highlighted the level of coverage that the customer was purchasing. So they could refer to, because all of our contracts list out our exclusionary coverage obviously is only lists out the parts that are excluded, where our other coverage is stated component, and it'll list out all the parts that are covered on the vehicle with the coverage that they purchase. So again, highlighting the coverage level that they have helps the customer understand that and be able to refer to it later when there's an issue down the road.
So from your experience, what are the most common misunderstandings customers have about what they can claim?
Their level of coverage, I think typically, we tend to oversell things because it makes it easier to sell, but that's not always the best method, right? Because again, there's this term that goes out there called bumper to bumper. And, we were talking earlier and you said, the bumpers aren't covered. They don't wear out. They don't have mechanical failures. They just break if there's an accident, something like that. So I think customers have a tendency to believe that, they have more coverage than they do. And again, that goes back to that identifying the coverage they have, then explaining it. And then again, if somebody buys a contract for however much they purchase it for, there's a level of value that greatly exceeds what they've paid for. So I think we get scared that if we, charge $1,500 for a contract, the customer might think that is too much. I mean, the basic level of coverage we have is a powertrain. Engines nowadays they're 50% higher than they were 5 years ago.
Right.
We've had engine claims that have been up to $35,000. So again, the customer ultimately wins, but they also have to understand what they have in coverage because then they're not frustrated.